Títulos en español. Si estás en una computadora, vas a los engranes que están aquí y en los subtítulos te va a aparecer los subtítulos en español más adelante. Y si estás en un celular, lo único que tienes que hacer es buscar 3 puntos de este lado para que también te aparezca la opción de subtítulos.
People are focused on what they lost. But the truth is that a lot of people have struggled for years. During this pandemic, I am sure that many people have tried to do something about it, to see finally that there was a struggle for years, that, as you said, they were distracted. But is it really possible to stop that struggle? Because sometimes we feel like there is no way it will be like this all the time, and you came to suffer to this life, and there are some thoughts like this in several cultures. So what do you think, is it really possible to stop it?
Stop what? Stop what? What's your question?
Stop the struggle, the pain, the suffering.
So where is the struggle and pain came from? You want to stop something, you have to ask where it came from. Why struggle? Why this pain? So people, they feel pain, they feel struggle, they want to stop it. But before they can do something about it, they forgot to ask one question, one important question: why I struggle, why I feel pain, why I don't like this pain, why this is a struggle. Because this is just uncomfortable. It's not like this and the same as before. Maybe before it's comfortable, more convenient, more comfortable. Right now, it's not convenient. It's uncomfortable. So I struggle, right? It's like this. So they think I want to go back to the comfort, get back to my comfort zone, be comfortable again, be convenient again. So this is a struggle. I cannot get back. How can I do? Because they cannot get back to that situation very easily. So they just think about this problem has to be solved, but I cannot do it. They stay in this struggling state. But they never come back and look back to see why struggle at the first place, right? You call it struggling because, like I said, you were used to the life before. Let's say if you live in the jungle, you have nothing here. You have now you just you want water, you open the tap, right? You open the tap, the water, clean water just come out, right? You want to go somewhere, you just drive your car, you can few minutes, few hours, and then you can go another place very far away. You want to see the news, you turn on the TV, you can see everything happening in the world, right? Right now, the people always look at their phone. They can feel swipe, tap, and everything. They can get the information all over the world. This is convenient. This is really comfortable, right? But imagine you live in the jungle. Nothing there. You want clean water, you have to make your own filtration system, filter, right? If you don't have place to go to the toilet, right? You have to think a way to do that. And if you want to go there, you have to go use your own foot, right? There's maybe you have to build your own shelter, right? There's no internet, you don't know what's happening right now. So do you think that is struggle? Yeah, maybe for some people that's struggle, right? But right now, look at yourself. You live very comfortably, right? You live comfortably, but you struggle. So I say people are struggling comfortably. People they're looking to solve that struggle because that struggle is made up by you. So you have to think about why I struggle. What is the current situation? Am I living? Think about what if I was born 1,000 years ago? Then what kind of life I was living? Then for the 1,000 years, I always struggle. If the struggle right now I'm holding to, if I was born 1,000 years ago, then you have to struggle for 1,000 years, wait until the phone invented, right? So this is all because of the people's own issue. The people never saw it. They're looking at outward. They want to solve the problem outside of themselves. They look at it, they fit the problem there, and they want to solve it. But actually, those things like the struggling, it's a why struggle, it's all happened from inside. But if you can see it, you can untie it. This struggling, this entanglement, you tied it up. You you started this struggling. So only you can untie it, can solve it, but not outside. Other people can only tie it tighter, make it tighter.
Maybe some people that has read some books, see some videos, or heard about some other teachers could think right now, yes, I have heard that the problem is inside, but I don't know what to do about it because I don't know how to fix it, how to be inside, and it doesn't actually make sense to me. So what do you think, or what would you suggest us to do as a first step to take in order to stop this struggle? Because maybe in my mind, I can know that the problem I created or is inside of me. I could accept it in my mind, in my thoughts, but sometimes people cannot do something about it. What's the first thing we could do about it to see finally a little difference or a glimpse or the realization that we are finally doing something different than before?
Because the struggling, the struggling is actually a choice that was made by you. It's a choice. If you feel struggling, you feel uncomfortable, you suffer, you see everything struggling, everything suffering, everything's bad. This people I don't like, this thing I hate it, this food no taste. So everything's struggling in your life. So this is a choice, because when you're in a situation you are struggling, you feel uncomfortable, and you look out the window, there was a dog playing over there happily. It was shaking its tail, right? But it's very joyful. It's a joyful life. And I see a tree. The flower blossom on the tree. Last year, it was pandemic just happening, maybe around March or April. That pandemic is so like a very serious problem. People just locked down everywhere. When I walked out, I saw the flower blossom on the cherry trees, the cherry blossom. And I see the flowers blossom much better than last year. So the tree is not struggling. So only people is struggling. But the trees, the animals, they live a very joyful life. And even the birds flying in the sky seems very joyful and free. So the struggling is just a choice. If you think, okay, I'm not a person, I'm a tree, then you can live a wonderful life and blossom and nice flowers and whenever it's pandemic, whether it's here or not, I don't care. I can just blossom. You choose to be affected by it or not, because the pandemic itself, it's happening. There is virus. We cannot ignore that to think, oh, there's nothing happened. It's not like this. It's nonsense. But this has something happening. The question is, can you be affected by it? That's a choice. If you choose to be, yes, I pretty much be affected by it. This is a situation I cannot change. I have to wait until someone to save me, until the government, until somebody, then I'll be struggling, waiting here. This is a choice. You can also joyfully waiting here. You can also actively maybe do something for other people to help them stop struggling, to think about something in our life, to look around those lives around our earth. They are still living their lives happy, joyful. The pandemic is just temporary thing happening only in human society. It's only human problem. It's not like people say global. Don't think too much about yourself. Why you think that's very important to you? Because you think you are important. Then your problem become bigger. Your problem cannot be solved because that's important. But if you think I'm not that important, on the surface of the global, human being just one species, right? There are many trees, many insects, animals everywhere. If tomorrow humans suddenly disappeared, do you think any other animal or tree will gonna miss us? No one gonna miss us, right? And the whole global will covered by plants, insects, animals. No one miss human. So human take too serious about their own being, own existence. Then the struggling from your heart, you created and become very big, cannot solve. So you start to look around, trying to find the solution outside, but you don't know the root. to create this struggling, create this problem is from you. If you're not solving yourself, your problem cannot be solved. So the first step is stop look at this problem too big, cannot be solved. It's very important. It's a global issue. Think about this. It's a choice that you can make. You can pick it up, you can put it down. You made a choice unconsciously to pick it up. Now you consciously make a choice to put it down. It can be solved through time. We need time, right? But within this time, you make another decision. I'll be joyful. I'll be peaceful, calm, okay? Do whatever I can to maybe help myself, not help. If you don't want to help other people, that's fine, but help yourself. Help yourself, be calm, be stable, look at things that joyful, look around the house, look around everywhere, see life, tree, the flowers, the animals, they are enjoying their life. You can too, you can too. One step, the first step, put down the thought that hold on to this struggle. Let it be there, maybe for a while, it will be solved, but for yourself, make this choice that I will enjoy my life, I will enjoy my life, I will be joyful through this time, and you will be joyfully through this time. This is my suggestion.
Some people will still feel like, okay, that sounds very easy, but I cannot do it. I know that that's why you created all of these programs, all of these teachings. Could you talk a little bit about the programs you have been developing?